Hello and welcome to this new IMT Lazarus video explaining some of the functions. In this case, we are going to share with you how to set up the tasks. We will go to our admin setup menu and we'll go to our tasks submenu in which we are going to find this screen. We have to remark that the configuration and later on, obviously, the use of the tasks is very useful when you need to establish actions that are going to occur in a regular way, in a regular basis, to a certain amount of devices or for a specific teacher for his or her class or for a specific calendar and a specific action. This is very useful, for instance, to set up the devices, all the devices of your entire school, for instance, that when they get into the Wi-Fi network of your school at first time in the morning, they get under total freedom or under total blocking or with the camera off, with the use of applications forbidden of social networks, for instance, and to maybe do the opposite when they finish their classes and when they are heading home in order to transfer the supervision, the monitoring to the families. So this is again or useful for parents in your case to establish that your children devices are with the internet blocked at 10 o'clock at night, for instance, or to manage the use that they do of internet applications, camera, YouTube, and so on during the weekends. That's only ideas, but it's much wider the options and the customization of the tasks. In this specific case, this is the screen appearance in which you will see on the left side, on the left first column, the time that the task will be launched in order if you want to order them by timing, the name of the task, the name that you have assigned to the task in order to find it or to get to know which that task is for. The task itself, so that shows the action that the tasks itself is going to be performing. In here, as always in IMT Lazarus, we use the same range of colors. So any action, any task that is marked or shown in green, it will means that there is an action or a task that opens the activity that gives permission to do something. On the other hand, if there is any task in red, that means that is a blocking or a forbidding action that the task aims. And lately, if it's in orange, that means that it's something that you have personalized for a specific action. The range, that means that you can establish tasks or actions for the entire school. So there is no range. That means that applies for the entire school devices. Or you can choose to do it by specific peak devices or by groups. So then we'll show you how to set and to assign groups to the set or specific defined task. The calendar, of course, again, it may apply for the school calendar or all days or for specific days, for any specific calendar that you have for any for primary, for secondary, for K-12, and so on. The days that that task will be executed, and the entity, of course, it refers always to your school. In here, these icons refer to the following, as you may also know. With a little pencil, we're going to be able to edit the task and to when configuring it. With a yellow bulb, we're going to light it on or light it off. We may have a specific task already preset, but that is not going to take place until in a few days or in a week or and so on. Or you can even do it at the beginning of the school year to be performed in a specific period of time. So and then so if you want to light it on or to light it off, you may do it with a yellow bulb. The purple symbol, the purple icon, it's for to launch, to force the launch of a specific task. For instance, if you preset a task that it's supposed to be already commenced before, you may launch it. But even though the IMT Lazarus platforms recognize it and launches automatically, but in order to force the launchment to make sure. This orange icon in here, with this you may duplicate any task. Let's think in a task that is very similar, or the groups and the days and the range, or the timing that is supposed to be starting and ending is the same or very alike to a different task that we need to create. You may duplicate an already existing one to save time and to make it simpler for you. And of course, the last one, the red X, the red cross, is to delete the task itself. So as we were mentioning before, we are going to edit this one, for instance, to show you which is the data, the fields that you have to fill in. So you have the name of the task itself, the entity that will refer to your school, the task. In here you may choose which task in here, what you want to do regarding the camera, the internet, the screen lock, the power, etc. YouTube filtering, applications, and so on. The hour, that means the time it will start and then will finish. The calendar, so if it's the school calendar, you may choose here to delete Saturdays and Sundays. And of course, if you put an incoherent input, which will be school calendar, and outside of the school of the schedule, then the task will be none will be never executed because it's an incoherence in here. And then down here you have the groups. So if you choose here the range of the task to be done. In this case, we have chosen, because we are editing this one, we have already chosen groups. So in here you have all the groups, and if you choose devices, you will have all the supervised devices in here on your left side, and you will just have to add the ones you need to your list in here. So that's all simple and useful. We understand overall for your managing of the devices that you are supervising, either during school time, either at home as families. So this is all for today. And as always, please follow us on our social and professional networks, and we'll be coming soon with more explaining videos. Thanks. Bye bye.